What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I'm just making a quick video. I didn't make anything yesterday, but there's a couple things from yesterday that I wanted to inform you about, and a couple things from today. But it should be a short video, just some like injury updates, some roster moves, and stuff like that. So first thing, the Dolphins have signed defensive tackle Gerald Willis to practice squad after releasing Jamias Pittman. And then that was from yesterday. Also, but that's on the practice squad. And then also Jamal Wiltz, who replaced Minkah Fitzpatrick after, the trade, sustained a groin injury on Sunday and is unlikely to play against the Chargers. Also, let's remember that Jesse Davis and Danny Isidora got hurt during that game, two of our starting offensive linemen. And Allen Hurns also got a concussion, so he's probably going to be out too. Yeah, so there's that. Also, there was one other thing. What did they do? Oh, yeah, and then they have released defensive end Tank Carradine yet again. So yeah, there's that. So that's pretty much it. Just wanted to give you guys a couple quick updates. As of right now, there's really not a lot to talk about. I mean, obviously, we have the Chargers game coming up this weekend. I watched the Houston Chargers game already. It was I'll just give, a little bit of a, I'm obviously going to talk about it more as the week goes on and in my preview videos since we play the Chargers this week. But it was a good game. Both teams, were going back and forth. The Chargers had the lead for most of the game. But in the second half, Houston was able to come back and pull out the win. I also want to note that both Kenny Stills and Laramie Tunsil had good days for the Texans. Not a surprise there. Yeah, and the Chargers, man, here's the thing. Here's one thing I will say is that, everybody's making such a big deal about how, the offense played a little bit better, marginally better, against the Cowboys, who, let's keep in mind, don't really have much of a pass rush. Okay? They haven't all season so far, right? So they don't really have much of a pass rush, right? The Patriots and the Ravens have a far better pass rush, and hence why they were able to do a lot more damage in that regard. They both of those teams got a bunch of sacks, put a ton of pressure, and so on and so forth. Now our offensive line is even a bit injured with Jesse Davis and Danny Isidora being injured. So our offensive line is going to get weakened, not to mention, also losing Allen Hurns on the offensive side of the ball. And the Chargers have a far better pass rush than the Cowboys, with Bosa and Ingram, particularly on the edges. So, look, I know, and not to mention also, yeah, we gave up less points each of the 3 games. But the bar was pretty fucking low to start with. We gave up 59 points in the first game, right? Okay, so you could say that there's progress made. We went from 59, which was super terrible, the most points we ever gave up in a single game ever in franchise history. Again, the bar is super low, to 43 to 31. So we're still not doing very good in that regard, even last game. But I would venture to guess, now we'll have to wait and see, who knows? Maybe they can, look, I know a lot of people like to think that the Dolphins are about to break over some kind of hump and actually keep it close for once. But the Chargers are a far better team across the board. They have a really good defense and certainly a better pass rush than the Cowboys have. So I think that you know, I think if I'm keeping it real, I think you're going to see a bit of a regression, especially from our offense. Not that there's really much to regress. I mean, we've scored fucking a total of 16 points all season. But all I mean by that is like, I think this upcoming week, you're going to see the offense super struggle, even with Josh Rosen in there. And it's going to be in large part because this Chargers team that we're getting ready to play is a lot better with their pass rush. And so I think that they're going to get to Rosen more and affect the play of the offense more. And then, you know, I think that there's a good chance that the defense could, you know, potentially hang in there for a little bit. But even if they do, you know, even if they don't start getting gashed right out the gate, they're going to at some point, because they're going to be on the field for way too long, and they're going to get tired, and they're going to get winded, and they're going to get hurt and stuff like that. Hopefully not. Hopefully not hurt. But with as much time as they're having to stay on the field each and every game, man, it's bound to happen. I mean, Jamal Wiltz, right? So he goes out, he's got a groin injury now. And especially, that's the thing, right? With as hard as Brian Flores is working these guys in practice, and then with as much as they have to be out on the field, the problem is they're going to start getting a lot of soft tissue injuries. And those take a while to come back from and can be re-aggravated super easy. I've had a groin injury I've had, you know, and I don't even have health insurance, actually. So, you know, it's not like I went to the doctor for it or anything, and I certainly don't have the kind of, you know, medical supplies and personnel and staffing and blah blah blah, right? Like, I don't have any of the stuff, access to you know, the kind of medical treatment that they do. And, you know, so like for me, you know, I've had lingering effects from the groin injury that I had like 2 years ago, over 2 years ago now. Right? It's been longer than 2 years, and I still have some, you know, mild lingering effects, right? So, yeah. Anyway, that's really all I got for you guys. I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here and keep you updated on the injuries and stuff, because they are, you know, I told you guys, though, that, you know, we're going to start piling up injuries, and then it's going to make this worse. And I know everybody's super excited, you know, that we've been, well, not everybody, but a lot of people are super excited that we've been making progress. The offense looked a little bit better in the game, and we've gotten, you know, our asses handed to us a little bit less on the scoreboard each time. A little bit less. Anyway, but their offense is really good. They got a bunch of guys. Like I said, I'm going to talk more about that later, so I'm going to go ahead and end this. Let me get up out of here. I hope you guys enjoy my videos. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you hit the like button, make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comments section, and of course, as always, make sure you follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Phins up.